The city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's 4. They'll cobble together a yard there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They bring Tillman in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hits his running back. No one around, he's got space. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that gives the Browns a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Go.
Here's the throw. They'll have the 1st down and even more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. David Njoku, the touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Lamar now from the gun. He's on the move. Complete. Derrick Henry. On the move, past the 40. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone now. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens take over on his 5th interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
They'll start this series with an option left. This is ahead for about 5. Roger McCreary brings him down that time. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Flowers will go in motion left. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Working inside the red zone. The Browns close in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets him around 6 there. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Jackson now on 3rd. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Yeah, that's the one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Tucker's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They start out with a 2nd and 3.
60 Bobcat, 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the 37. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Chidobe Awuzie, they're on the tackle.
Buffalo 18, 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Lamar. Dump off caught by his back. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Henry running left. Crosses midfield, still going. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Turning to Henry on third. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Just 1 yard on the play. That leaves him with 4th and 4. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. It's the Ravens with it on 4th and 4. Ravens call it on Justin Tucker for the field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Bullock's kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They send Tillman in motion right. 2nd and 6 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. Gets it to the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So that brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Dragon 60. 19 Lions.
They send Tillman in motion right.
Go.
Back now, pressure on its way. This one's caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You want to know why we see so many gray hairs, Kate, on these D coordinators we meet with? It's plays like that. These D coordinators hate quarterbacks that can escape the pocket, escape the blitz, and make you pay with completions.
Trap 60.
Third down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Throwing now from the gun. Touchdown, Cleveland. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did it.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Caught by Flowers. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
Caught near the goal line. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens push their lead to 6. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Airing it out to start this drive. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Monty Hooker with the tackle.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Lamar now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've got a man in motion. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. We'll have him gain about a handful there. The former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's an option play to the left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Check go.
Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. That's taken in by Henry. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
He completes it in traffic. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. That one complete to Njoku. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. They motion the tight end over. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed to his running back. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go, Shaq.
Now looking to throw. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Shotgun snap and give to Ford. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Come on, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hut, hut.
From the 34. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. We'll see.
Ready, set. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has it at the 7. That's a Cleveland touchdown. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Forced out to his right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Oh, we changed it.
Lamar throwing again. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in 1 season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. But he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 32. Got a man. It's Njoku. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
A give now from the gun. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Ford. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, really importantly, as a check down outlet on short throws.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Go.
He's back to throw. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Got all of it, and this is good. And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Ravens 8 points behind. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, come on.
Out of the gun, Henry. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Andrews with the catch. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Back to throw. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Setting up to pass. Escapes out to the left. Oh no, the ball is loose. And the Browns pick it up. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, well, they took advantage.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this out to the 33. Drive starts out with a first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
In a good spot here, second and inches. From the 43. Completed to Flowers. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's first and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another first and 10. From the red zone now. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left, well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. Now a try to keep a sliver of hope alive and make things a one-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Browns are on that one. So that should just about do it here.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
18 ready.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.